Is it working? What is meditation doing for you? Is it helping you in any noticeable way? In a positive way? Or are you still the same person you were yesterday, a week before, year before? Still struggling with the same negative emotions, shame, anxieties, anger, contempt, suffering still? Is meditation just half an hour a day to get away from these things? Or are these reactions, emotions, are changing fundamentally? But you see, the question that is the meditation working or not is actually a wrong one. What we really need to ask, is it working for who? Is this meditation working for who? Is it working for you, for the person who has all these emotions and thoughts and anxieties, and the person that you mistake yourself to be? Well, in that case, it's no use to you. It might calm that character, that person a little bit, until it gets to a stressful situation again, or forgets to meditate for 3 days and it's back to where it was. Or is meditation helping you to see that this thing that you take yourself to be, this person, is actually also no more than a bundle of thoughts and emotions that rise in the awareness that you are? And this can be liberating. But before we get there, let's just start from the start. So, what are some of the signs that meditation is working for us? It starts with clarity. And clarity is really one of the most important things. Without seeing, if we are blind, it's really hard to do anything, isn't it? Clarity allows us to get a better view of the world, but most importantly, of ourselves. This is what insight meditation allows us to do. It is as if we are looking at ourselves from a different perspective, from different ground. And things that were hidden to us, that were invisible, are now all of a sudden in a plain light. And this seeing is the start of fundamental changes. From bad habits, addictions, the ways we treat ourselves or others. Smoking, for example, a very hard habit to get rid of. If some of you have smoked or have been a smoker or are smokers, you know that this is not easy. In my experience, it just dissolved around 8 years ago when I started to see clearly what I was doing to myself. Imagine it this way. You look at a child, let's say a child, and you look at her and you see her smoking. What kind of a feeling it gives to you? Can you imagine that? That is the feeling you get when you have clarity to see yourself. You know how easy it is to detect things in other people, in family, in friends. Why? Because we have distance from them. It gives us almost an objective view. And that is liberating, that is insightful. Now, I know, and you probably also know, people who have gone down the path of a spirituality or meditation, and you look at them after a couple of years and they are no more fun to be around than when they started. Some of them have even become more neurotic. And that is because when you become aware of everything that is going on, if you start to fight all of these things, if your meditation is not liberating you from this illusion, you are just more aware of what the hell is going on inside. And you are constantly fighting these things. And it becomes such an obsession. It drives people mad. So I am making these videos on this channel because I hope that when I started meditation, I would have stumbled to the direct path much more quickly. Although I'm happy that I did the way, or that I came across the things that I did, because it helps me a lot to understand how it is to go and seek these things in the places we shouldn't be seeking. You know your meditation is working when you start to surprise yourself with the changes, with the type of things that you discover, things that you see now in the world that you didn't see before, or you see it on yourself. This opens up deeper connection to everything around you, to everybody around you, to you. Or the better way to say it, it dissolves the boundaries between you and everything else. So instead of creating all kinds of problems in your mind, we become a vessel for creation. Instead of being used by the mind, being out of control, at the mercy of the next thought, at the mercy of what the next emotion is that's just going to pop up and ruin my day. Now, we are using our minds, the most beautiful tool in the universe that we have access to. Meditation is not sitting half an hour a day and trying to get away from our problems, but really to see who is the one who has and creates most of these problems. Meditation is really to see the experiencer. And if we are seeking experiences in meditation, well, then we are not really meditating. We are just seeking another experience. We are seeking calm. We are seeking bliss. You know when your meditation is not working? When, for example, negative emotions linger for too long. Let's say anger, resentment, contempt, jealousy, or rumination about the past, worries about the future. If these things arrive and go on for half an hour, longer, you know they do, and you feel powerless, this is a very good sign that you are not tapping into the potential of liberating meditations. There is a big difference, night and day difference, between being aware of these emotions pop up in the awareness and having the choice, having the freedom to go with them or not, or being imprisoned by them. There is a big difference of being prisoner of the experience because you mistake yourself for being the experiencer, or being aware of the experiencer. Now, on this channel, there are many meditations about this. I will have videos that go more in depth about this, so don't worry about it. We will get there. But for now, just know that it is absolutely not necessary to be a meditation ninja or spend a year in silence or learn all kind of different crazy poses, or I don't know, download the latest and best app to get to these points. And this is the power of direct path. So, what is meditation doing for you at this moment or so far? Please let me know. I would love to hear it. So, I am editing the video that you are watching right now, and I wanted to add something. It sounded as if I was saying that everybody that goes down the spirituality path becomes more neurotic. Well, this is of course not true. Going down this path means that we have to confront some dark sides of our existence, but this is necessary to come out on the other side lighter, stronger, and wiser. What I really was speaking about in the video is staying in the unnecessary suffering. And that is something that I have seen way too many people spend years and decades of their lives and never go beyond. So that is something I wanted to correct. The other thing is, I would love it if you join a mailing list. The link is in the description of this video, where once in a while I will send a handy overview of tips and ideas that you find in these videos, but it is just easier to see them in that way instead of just going to relocate these inside the videos. It's of course all free, so I'm not trying to sell you something here, but I would love to see you there. So enjoy this beautiful moment of existence and talk to you soon.